This used to be so much easier. Okay, now it's saying I'm live, and now it's delayed again. I will get used to that. Is it working?
Let me refresh and see where we're at. Oh, you're live.
It's happening now.
It's happening now. We're good.
It's happening. This is real.
It's real.
Hey guys. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, we're still trying to figure out the changes to the YouTube streaming stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad it's working now. Let me mute that. Yeah, hi. How's everybody doing? Thanks for being patient. We're still figuring out how to do this. We needed to update with a new key for the new stream, but here we are now. Hope everyone's doing well. We're still being safe, stuck at home. It's been quite the interesting week. First week without the cushion safety net of a day job. It's been fun, but also stressful, interesting. Lots of stuff has been getting worked on, doing the final touches on some other videos that are dropping soon. It's been kind of nice. I hope everyone's enjoying wow, the chat is just swarming. You guys are amazing. I hope everyone's enjoying that the videos are a little longer. It's been giving me more time to add more jokes, add more effects, enjoy some things, or more things to enjoy. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. I actually I see a couple of Life is Strange comments in there. I'm working on the finale for Thursday for you guys right now. That's been a treat. Yes, I am wearing an IDK House shirt. It found me. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing okay. But yeah, I just want to say thanks, guys, for all the support that's been coming in. Whether it's just a comment just going, hey man, I like this video, or a couple people just flat out checked in on me in a video comment or on social media. I just want to say thank you. You have no idea how much that's just been helping right now. Yeah, I wanted to, hang out, answer some questions, but also give a couple of updates to everything, as now nothing is going concurrent to any sort of plan I might have had building up for the next step as far as the channel goes. But I'm jumping in, doing my best. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Twitter, but I do have a plan to start doing more animated videos as a ideally constant series on Saturdays. The first one, or I guess it doesn't really start, but I'm hoping to make it a thing. First one starts tomorrow with another Adventure Time video. It's on the finale, since I lost all the footage for my initial reactions and stuff for the mini series for 3 Buckets. There's a couple of other episodes I had filmed because I was super into them. So I jumped into the finale because I still had those. I worked really hard on that video. It's a little lengthy, but I hope you guys like it. I'm also working on both some new artists as well as adding on to artists I've already covered and trying to stan. That's been really cool. I don't want to give anything away, but you guys have nailed it. I've done a couple of filming some new artists for Trying to Stan Tuesdays, and you guys have really been staying consistent and giving me a lot of good stuff to work with, and I appreciate that. I'm excited. I hope you guys like what's to come. Like I said, the finale of Life is Strange, I'm working on that right now. That was a lot. No, don't want to give anything away as far as those, but I did want to let you guys know that right now videos are looking to be a little longer, and I was wondering if that was cool with everybody, if that makes sense. Because watch time is, I guess, a big factor in videos, and if they need to be a little tighter, like I could definitely go for that change. But I do like them being a little longer. But yeah, I just wanted to get a little bit of a touch on that and just talk about some of the stuff, like the gaming stuff, especially with Life is Strange. Like, I know it's an older game, but I'm really enjoying doing those, and I'm trying to figure out if that should stay on the channel. I know in the near future I'm going to be moving soon, and I'm hoping that with the move comes an opportunity to do more like live stream content, because as of right now, our modem has to be hooked up to like a entertainment nook closet thing, so I wouldn't be able to have a reliable internet source right now. So I'm hoping when we move, I'll have more of a reliable setup so I can do more live stuff, like streaming either here on YouTube or maybe on Twitch, just to kind of keep the video game stuff going, because I really like making those videos. I need to make sure that I'm doing everything right by algorithms and stuff like that. But I do want to do more of that, and I'm exploring to see if the best route would be to keep it here, a separate channel for those who might be interested in that, or do it on Twitch and maybe do highlights here. But it also would give me, right on time, someone commented, it would also give me more excuse me, more stability to do things like Undertale. I really want to do, and I want to stream that. I've been told by a lot of people, I don't know anything about that game except that I shouldn't do research, which I never do, but also to not as heavily edit my playthroughs, because I guess it's one of those experiences you just kind of need straight up. So I would definitely like to do that. You right, bud? Okay. Well, Mike just dropped something. He says hi. It's someone asked the question if my roommates are coming along. Yeah. Everything as far as I know right now. I don't know what's on everyone else's mind, but yeah, the plan is for all of us to stay chilling. We just, we're not commuting as much, obviously, but even before everything that's been going on, we weren't commuting as much. So why are we spending so much money to be next to a train that we're never using? So trying to save some money. But yeah, I definitely want to continue along this trajectory of making things a little grander. But I saw someone ask about album videos. Those are still kind of up in the air for me right now, because it's easy when it's an EP, because I don't want to subtract from the amount of mic drop. That's funny. I don't want to subtract from the amount of time I spend breaking down specific songs, but sometimes like tracks, like albums have like 20 tracks. And so I want to kind of see what I would do with so many songs to talk about at once. I literally, like, I want to, but then it's also like still trying to keep my format, but then keeping the format, but then at a longer, grander scale with more tracks. I don't want to, because every song you do, you run the risk of a company or a sub company claiming it, even if I'm using very minimal amounts of the source, just my benchmark little reaction things, so you can see what happened to me in the initial moment before I talk about it. And yeah, that's the worry, is if I were to do a video with like more than like 8 or 9 tracks, next thing you know, like I'm at that much of a risk of, like, instead of 5 songs with the potential of getting yoinked, it would be like 17, 18, 20. So I'm still trying to figure that out right now. I do also like the format of my videos, if I'm being honest. I really enjoy like, you know, doing like a sampling of songs, or I really like the videos where like there's like established either in the fandom or in the writing trilogies and stuff like that. But I don't want them to be huge because I like talking about the songs, but it is a whole other thing to talk about albums and the grander story therein. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'd want to do there. But yeah, it's stuff that I'm still thinking about and working on as far as videos involving the whole album. I do want to. It's just a matter of like, yeah, I've tried splitting up art pop and it didn't go great, but I feel like there's better ways that I could have handled or tackled it. I also did like how I did the Steven Universe movie soundtrack, where it was a sampling of the song, just a spitfire of reactions and then a discussion. Maybe I'll look into that kind of format moving forward, which then gets into, as people always ask me for musicals, that's a whole nother beast in and of itself, because there's also a lot of visual elements at play there, as well as musicals can sometimes have upwards of like, you know, anywhere from 15 to 35 songs. So I do want to look into how to handle all that. Because I do want to talk about it, and I'm like, maybe if I took things from more of a story breakdown or a historic thing, maybe that would help. But I do, I do, all these questions everyone's been asking me are things that I am indeed thinking about, considering. Sing the songs of an album. Nice. I have thought about doing a straight up just a discussion on an album as a whole. I even thought about doing I listened to this album for a straight, 10 hours, 24 hours, what have you, and seeing how that works. Because I was gonna do that with Manic, but then I'm still waiting for. I bought the physical album. Surprise, that was going to be the theme of a whole video, and it still hasn't showed up yet. I'm so bummed because I bought it with I paid for a signature, and it hasn't showed up yet, which is a huge bummer. But yeah, I've been trying to think of different ways to tackle different things. I do love the format, though. I love taking like 5 songs that are suggested, because I think it has like a more personal approach to take the tracks that you guys recommend, because sometimes you'll have hits, sometimes you'll have like some more deep tracks, but sometimes you'll have songs that a group of people just it really resonates with, and it already ups the likelihood of finding a song that like cuts a little deeper and introduces more of what an artist does as a whole for the fandom. Like I don't think Neon Gravestones would have been on the first 21 Pilots video if that wasn't so recommended by you guys, which I appreciate you guys for that just as much as I appreciate them for writing it. And I think that kind of an approach to it, it really helps give a good yield of like, this is what they're famous for, but then also here's what they're about. Here's what resonates with people. Like it gives me more of a touch to the pulse of what everyone enjoys in the artist. But it's definitely something I've been debating a lot lately. And I don't know, I've been not so much looking back, but because I'm saving that, because the survey I put out, don't forget to vote, on what to do should I hit the milestone we don't talk about. So I don't want to jinx it. A lot of people are interested in hearing the music that I've listened to before all this, but also me taking in my earlier videos and stuff to talk about them. I'd really like to see what my opinions were of things before I really knew them. So I really want to look into things like that. So I'm trying to avoid watching my older videos, but since I have this extra time to go over and like edit things more, because I have a lot of free time, fortunately / unfortunately, I've really noticed how much I like this concept more than I realized, because I've just been doing it because it's fun, and because it's been working and you guys connect with it, and that's amazing. But then like really taking the time to go over everything, I just realized like, holy crap, like this is such a cool concept, and it just really showed me how much how much closer you can get to the core of an artist, or what works for their audience and their fans, to like to jump ahead in line a little bit, and it's like, oh, this is what people really like. I love it. I have been looking into Spotify stuff. I think that would be really fun, especially because I just want, even for myself, just a straight up, here's a playlist of all the songs I've been listening to on the channel. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I would definitely do a studio room tour before I move. It's not crazy interesting. I think you guys get to see the most interesting part of the room, because this was quickly turned into a makeshift work remote setup for a couple of months, just for it to now be unnecessary. So there's like an empty desk that I spent money on, some shelving that never really gets used, or old memory cards that fried but I'm too afraid to throw away because what if they work later, and a computer I'd need to set up and see if it even still works. But yeah, I would definitely like to do a bit of a tour. Maybe I'll do one more so after the move, to show you, like, now that I have more of a handle on what I'm doing on the internet and more of a controlled move. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yes?
Do you want me to make you a plate?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Thank you. Yeah. Normally before I do live streams, we get pizza, and the pizza showed up like just now, a little late. So everyone behave while Lana gets us pizza. We're having a pizza party, guys. Congratulations. I'm proud of everyone for doing your assigned reading. I'm proud of everyone for staying home. We're having a pizza party, everyone. Grab a slice. Someone had would you consider reacting to another YouTuber's music? I would. I just want to feel like I have a little bit more to me, if that makes sense, a little bit more credibility, because I'd want to reach out to the person and just make sure that it's cool, because you never know, like, some people might be a YouTuber making music, but it could be under a label. I also think because we're on the same platforms, I would love to, in a sense, not so much permission, but a blessing to go over their music. But it's weirder for me because, like, I don't know, even, like, no matter who the artist is, and I know some artists like Conan Gray and Cavetown, like, have started on YouTube more or less, so it, like, or that's been the trajectory of a lot of their growth. But it feels so different that someone who's actively on the same medium as me, like, I don't want to sit there and, like, I think you experienced this in your life, or I'm getting these kind of vibes. Like, that feels so strange to me. So I'd like to have a little bit more, clout's not the right word, but, like, a little bit more credibility before I sit there and talk about, like, what I think this YouTuber's music means. Oh, thank you. Ooh, we got stuffed bread. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Anyone else used to have those pizza parties where it's like, you read so many books, you get to have pizza while everyone else is in study hall in, like, elementary school? Thank you. And I got a napkin. Life was good.
That beverage, or do you want another?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Everyone takes such good care of me. Which everyone really has. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Twitching Dead Girl. Shout out to everyone who's been clicking on show feet. I don't understand if everyone's in on the bit, or if everyone is actually wanting this to turn into an OnlyFans situation. You guys are hilarious. The number of comments I've been getting where it's just, I couldn't help but click on show feet, but I'm really mad. It's been staying consistently at 20%, so who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Sorry, I'm gonna start eating. I'm so sorry. Your math teacher Someone said my math teacher would bake cake and cupcakes. I would have paid so much more attention in math if my teacher made us baked goods. My math teacher would just yell at me for not doing the homework.
Ow.
You okay?
I'm okay.
I'm so sorry for eating, guys. That's the last thing I wanted was to eat while on a stream, but I'm starving. What is no feet, please no feet. Yeah, welcome to my live mukbang, guys. Oh, I should have put that in the because I realized too late that you could tag keywords in a live stream. I didn't know. I thought it was like, hey, like you like this person's videos, right? Like you subscribed. They're live right now. See what they're like unedited.
Hashtag show feet, hashtag mukbang.
You know. Get show the third Bill's feet trending and we'll talk. Alana cameo. Yeah, Alana could cameo in one of these if she wants to. She goes in and out of liking being on camera.
Am I not on camera or is it delayed?
It's delayed,
Oh,
so you're not even
God.
going to see what you look like. Yeah, I'm still watching me eat right now. This is weird. Is that what I look like when I eat?
I look like a thumb.
Yeah, well, see, everyone's going on about where do I go to vote show feet on the community tab. You guys, I don't even know if this is a joke. It started as a bit, but now I don't know what to do. What happens if show feet wins? Which it's not, but it could. Because it's at over like 7,000 votes, and it's always been staying at like 20% show feet, which means at least like 1,000 of you guys voted for show feet. And I don't know if that's real or not. Someone just said that they got their cousin to start watching Steven Universe, and they just finished season 1. Your cousin is in for a life-changing experience. No feet, please.
No.
Don't worry, there will not be any live feet. I don't even know how I would handle it if show feet won, to be honest. Feet also gross me out, so who knows. Then you show the feet. Yeah, I guess if show feet wins, I guess I show a feet. Like I don't want to be one of those clickbait YouTubers, you know? I'm happy that you have a question, but like ask the question. I'm just going.
We have some in the community tab.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Throw me some we're gonna do a couple of can I change my vote after I do it? I don't know. I don't think so. Too many people have commented, yeah, you can't change your vote, I guess, on YouTube polls. You voted for show feet, you're a monster. Because a lot of people commented, I clicked it on it just for fun, and now I wish I didn't.
Cinnamon asked, what's your favorite snack food?
My favorite snack food, I've been really into mint and chocolate Kit Kat bars. It's like a candy bar version of like a Thin Mint cookie. Those have been fueling my life lately as sort of my, hey, you made it through the day without crying snack. Someone says you can change your vote.
Oh. I tried. It didn't work for me.
Try harder. Also, like the stream. I see you modding over there. Like the stream. I guess apparently you can. I don't know how. How? Share your wisdom of changing your vote. It's in the community tab. The poll is in the community tab. Make 1,000 alternative accounts just to vote for show feet. I swear, one of you guys might have done that. Like, I never felt like no one understood my sense of humor here than when I put show feet and it started to actually get a lot of votes.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Probably The Exorcist. Just for how much it scared me, but also quality. Recently though, that's hard. It's been a minute since I've like truly like loved a horror movie. Cabin in the Woods, the Joss Whedon horror comedy thing, that movie was amazing. Just click a different choice. Okay, that's good to know.
That's good to know.
Okay. Internet democracy at its finest. Cabin in the Woods. I think I'm more of a Nightmare on Elm Street guy than a Friday the 13th guy. I love Texas Chainsaw. Not so much all the remakes. The first attempt at a remake was good. We've only seen his upper body. What if he doesn't have any feet? Yeah, how dare you guys assume that I have feet? I do sing. I don't love. I don't have a lot of confidence in my singing abilities. But I do sing. I've been told it's not horrible. I kind of play ukulele, and I spent a couple months learning to play guitar, and then I had to stop because I started living in very tiny apartments. TTS stands for Trying to Stan. It's just an abbreviation. Oh, Princess Charming got me. Is it weird that I love that when someone asks a question in a comment for a video and someone has already replied and been like, yeah, his name's Bill, or oh, it stands for Trying to Stan, or oh, that song's in another castle. I don't know why I love that so much. Do I have ears? I'm very sensitive about that. Yes, I do actually. They're just big. They're big, and I don't know. I think I'm just so used to wearing hats now, because it's so cold in the winter here that it hurts my head, and when it gets hot, I don't want to get sunburnt on my head, so I wear hats all the time now, to the point where I don't know a different life.
It's cold today. It snows.
Yeah, it snowed today. Plus, hats are cool. Favorite book? It's not appropriate right now, so I apologize in advance. My favorite book is The Stand by Stephen King. I don't recommend reading it anytime soon, given the current situation. But I do love that book. I also love The Dark Tower. I'm a bit of a fan of I Am Number 4, the book series. It was just a guilty pleasure of mine for a while, but I liked a lot of the story. Augustine Burroughs, his memoirs are really good. Running with Scissors and Wolf at the Dinner Table are both really good. I also like Dry.
I need more ranch. Do you need it?
You just want my ranch?
No.
I'm being very free with it.
That's okay. I don't like the Domino's ranch.
Picky. I live in the Chicago area. Someone asked that. The hat is part of your body now. Yeah, for real. I am a Marvel fan. Somebody just asked. That's actually one of the ways I learned how to read was both the Berenstein Bears. Yes, it's Berenstein. Fight me, Mandela Effect. I had. I would read Marvel comic books and the Berenstein Bears read along with me CD-ROM game thing to learn how to read. So, I learned how to reading Spider-Man. And yes, Mandela Effect, whatever, it's Berenstein, because literally they would teach you how to read, and it would start with the Berenstein Bears, In the Dark, by Stan and Jan Berenstein. And a group of voices would sing it, and you would have, or say it, and you would have to say it along with them. It's Berenstein. Yes, trans rights. Why am I saying that? Is that a thing right now?
So-and-so said gay rights, or so-and-so said trans
Oh,
rights.
yeah, trans rights. I'm is it a knock-knock joke? It's so hard. That stuff's so hard for me because I'm that naive idiot who's yeah, can't we all just hang out? Yeah, trans rights. Let me know. Do you want me to do another take? Let me know. It's Berenstein. I'm not doing this. It's Berenstein Bears. I hate the Mandela Effect people trying to change my life like that. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh yeah, I saw someone ask Dallin Weeks. I thought they were just being cool. But yes, trans rights. Excuse me. Ugh. But yeah, as long as you're not a jerk or a serial killer, I really don't care what you do. You have to respect each other. Trans rights, that's what you missed. That is a question I'm getting a lot right now. Yes, I have seen Gravity Falls. It's going in my list with Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I'm happy. Gravity Falls and Avatar: The Last Airbender are on my list of, yes, I've watched this, but I still want to do a video talking about it. Because Gravity Falls brought me back into the world of modern animation and connecting emotionally. And Avatar: The Last Airbender is everything. Like that was like my last big, man, I love cartoons, until it was like, hey Bill, you're 16 now, get a job. So I had to start focusing on other things. But yeah, I really do want to get into those. Well, I mean, rights for everybody all the time. I mean, don't we all have like weird calendar days where we specifically like focus on a letter? So maybe that's the point. I've never heard of this. Human rights for all, you know? What's some new stuff I'm looking into? Well, should I tell them what we just watched and I'm about to do a video on tomorrow?
Sure.
Or recording it. You're not seeing it until probably next week. I just watched book 1 of Infinity Train. No, I will not tell you what I thought of it. Watch the video. I want this series to go well. Oh, that's right. It is Pride Month soon. That's May?
It's in June.
It's June.
The US.
Oh, it's June for the US. Okay. Where have you been just now? I just said I watched Infinity Train.
I think they asked right before you said that.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I didn't even know. God, it still feels like it should be like January. It snowed yesterday. But yeah, I've always been the type of person to offer to cover people's shifts so they could go to Pride and the parade and everything. So I always forget when it is. I just usually would work an extra restaurant or bar shift so someone else could go. But yeah, I just finished book 1 of Infinity Train. I watched it. I'm gonna give it another watch before I do the review part of it. Yes, you should always feel like it is always Pride Month. Be proud of everybody all the time. What was I saying? I'm gonna rewatch it so I can do my review soon. But yeah, I just did I did reactions of myself for those little bookmarky parts of my videos. I did episode 1, 5, part of 4, and then the last 2. Won't tell you anything else. Yeah, the Infinity Train video is not going to happen until like next week. But real quick, just because I'm seeing comments about it, please be sure that you're celebrating safely and inside. Should we not be given the all clear to go outside, let's blow up the internet with Rainbow Pride instead of putting ourselves and others at risk. You know, I'm not a doctor. That's just my 2 cents on it. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Just encourage what I think would be smart. In England, we're doing Pride in September now. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, let's just always do. Just everyone takes turns celebrating it, so that way all months are always covered. You know. But I don't have either of those platforms, and if one of them sponsors me, they would be the superior one. But yeah, I've been trying to do more animation to keep up with, like I said, that constant Saturday that I want to do for animation videos, so that way I can have a balance of weekly music and weekly animation videos, because I I really love doing both. Adventure Time Part 2 episode is tomorrow, to answer that question. But yeah, I'm trying to keep, now that I have some more time, this was going to be the plan for later, so I'm trying to catch up with it right now. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I'm trying to get both of those momentums going, so that way they'll be a regular thing. So that way, Tuesday can be music, Saturday can be animation, and then that kind of gives me some breathing room between the two uploads right now. Yes, that is a Game Grumps poster. Excuse me. But I also want to have like that breathing room kind of in the middle of the week for when like, you know, a new song drops, or like I want to do an extra video or something like that, because I'd love for that spot to be filled with gaming stuff, but I just don't know if that's going to be the best thing for the channel's health right now, because in a couple of months it's going to be how I eat. So that kind of matters a little sooner than I thought it was going to be. I have 2 tattoos. No, I won't show them to you right now. What did you laugh?
Oh, sorry, no. A favorite fruit?
A favorite fruit?
Yes.
Yes. Marinas. That sounded sexual. No, the album F-R-O-O-T. That sounded so dirty. The next Life is Strange episode is this upcoming Thursday, as long as everything works. If Show Feet wins, we get Show Feet. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with more animation content as well as music content, because I've wanted to do a couple of videos where it was like another trying to stand Steven Universe or trying to stand Adventure Time, but then I've gotten nervous where it's like, oh man, I'm doing Steven Universe Future on the weekends. I don't want to then have an entire like 10-12 day period of only animation and then perturb the people who are here for the non-animation videos. So I'm like, how do I keep these two categories healthy? So I'm like, oh, I'll do some new shows. If there's one that centers around music, I'll do a Trying to Stand first. Hint, hint, for some of the things that people have been asking for. But then there's ones like Infinity Train, where everyone was kind of telling me, and it was confirmed by some of my friends, that like it's not really music based. So just go ahead and start watching it. So that's just going to be a review with some reaction thrown in like I do. I don't have is it coffee or Ko-fi? How do you say that?
I've heard it both ways, but the idea is,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a Ko-fi, nor do I have a Patreon. I'm holding out on setting up that kind of stuff right now, so that way everyone can kind of stay on top of whatever's going on in your life financially right now or in the near future with everything going on. But I'm trying to hold off on that until later down the road. Yeah, that's something, it's on my radar. Once I figure out what kind of, like, rewards is such a strange term, but like reasons to contribute and things like that, I'll set it up. But right now, like I have been saving up, hoping for, much more saved up for a more controlled rollout later. But seeing as how everything's just chaotic right now, and I was kind of thrusted into this, I'm like, well, I'd rather keep myself afloat with my savings for a little while everyone's taking care of themselves financially. If that changes, obviously, like, yeah, like I wouldn't be, you know, above, you know, setting something up or something, but like while I'm not in that situation, I don't want to put you guys in that situation. So that's definitely part of where my mind's at with that right now. But I appreciate it whenever you guys ask. It makes me feel a little more confident when I get to that point. But I think the biggest thing for me right now is just figuring out what the rewards would be. Because I don't know, I would love to have like a means of like contributing to what I do. Like, hey guys, here's the video pick for the month. Like, here's the artist I want to do, and having like an added song where it was a Patreon pick. But I also don't want to relinquish control over what content I make, because sometimes it's a matter of not agreeing with things outside of things that are out of the artist's control, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes you want an artist's team, I guess is the word. I'm trying to be vague on purpose. There's like a issue going on that's a detriment to the artist's life. I would rather wait until we're at a point where that artist is well represented and taken care of, as opposed to not. So that sometimes factors into things, and it breaks my heart, but that's a factor that goes in. Or sometimes it's just a matter of like votes or personal interest, but I never want to relinquish control. I hope that doesn't like upset or offend anybody, but like that's something that's very important to me. So I want to make sure that I think of like Patreon things, because I don't know that much about Patreon, so I always I want to make sure I do my research properly and have things ready should we get to that point. But I want to make sure that I have stuff that's interesting, but also keeps my my creative integrity still intact, if that makes sense. 'Cause yeah, I don't know. I hope that didn't like bother anyone. It's just sometimes, there's a lot of factors that go on, especially when, the internet's such a fickle thing. Celebrity and music is such a fickle thing. Sometimes it's like, hey, like I was about to drop a video or film a video about somebody, and then it's like, oh, this really isn't us. Like, it would be more sensitive and kind of me to wait to drop the video, as opposed to like, oh, the internet's clicking about them because they're upset right now. Go, go, go. Like, I never want to be that kind of person. So that's always something that goes into it. And then also sometimes, if it's if they're associated with a company that mercilessly takes other people's AdSense money, that sometimes factors in it too. I try to space those out so that way I don't go a whole month without any sort of return on my work. But also Patreon would make that go away. I know that's one thing for an overall goal. Is if I'm making X amount a month overall on Patreon, I'd be less afraid of getting copyright claimed. So that's something that definitely goes through my mind a lot. But I want to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, and I know both what I want creatively and then also what can I give to you guys. Because sometimes like I'll have ideas and it's like even right now it's like, oh man, like I really want to do all this stuff because I'm so close to a milestone, but I can't go outside, or this show was canceled, or what have you. So I'm still trying to figure everything out, and I want to still make sure that I'm keeping interesting ideas, but also like realistic ones. But yeah, it's something that goes through my mind a lot. So know that I am thinking about it. But yeah. And it's also, I'm playing with a lot of internet fire, so to speak, when it's just like, yeah, I own my opinions and my voice, but like I don't own everything that I talk about, and especially when I reference them the way that I do. Sometimes I'm playing with a lot of fire here, so sometimes I need to be picky, or I need to consider what could happen, if that makes sense. Like if I were to do a video with those kind of things, that's why sometimes I've considered doing one without clips, but still having the reactions, just to see if that would help, so you would still see me like cry or freak out. But I like the idea of seeing like the part that has the impact, whether it's the video or the music or it's lyrics. I like having that part in it, but it's, you're playing with a lot of other people's toys, so to speak. So you don't want to get yourself in trouble or market it the wrong way, or, there's a lot of things about like legality things that I don't know 100% about. So I have to make sure I'm doing my research there. But yeah, that's something that it still floats through my mind. Sorry, that went on a bit of a tangent, but that is something that goes through my mind a lot. Cause I do also appreciate that there is a want for additional content or to support me. And I appreciate that. But I also want to make sure that like everyone else in the world is in a good place right now. Like, I don't want to be like, hey guys, like, buy this t-shirt that I designed while everyone's still trying to figure out where to get like toilet paper. You know what I mean? Like, I would love for there to be a world soon where that's not an issue. But I definitely want to keep that in mind as well. Cause it just doesn't feel right. And that's not against anyone who is selling merch right now, because also I'm fortunate enough to have been until last week at a pace where I can still upload and work a full-time job. There are people who it is their full-time job, and they do require X amount of AdSense, merch sales, Patreons, donations, super chats, what have you. And I respect that. And I still hope to be one of those people one day. But while I don't need it, I would rather wait. You know what I mean? But I hope. I was just using toilet paper as an example. I don't know if that's still a thing. But yeah, we went to the store and they were like, 1 per customer, please. And we were like, not a problem. We don't poop that much.
Talk about the whiteboard.
Oh yeah. We went to Target just to pick up stuff last week. We're trying to do it as sparingly as possible. But you can, like, we walked up to the Target that's near us, and they had a flat out whiteboard where it was like, toilet paper, yes. Sanitary wipes, no. So I understand why. Obviously, it was just a little jarring. Let's see. Let's talk about anything else right now. No, I'm not playing Animal Crossing. I've been editing my little Tookus off. But someone in the house has been, and it's been really cute because one of us had the strange inkling that turnip prices were about to drop, and I was ignored.
It's not that you were ignored, they just weren't selling well in my town yet.
They're not going to sell any better.
You don't know that.
It's how it works. How have I been doing recently? I hope you're doing good. Oh, thank you. I'm doing okay. It's still a strange time. I don't know if everyone here, I mean, you're listening to me ramble live while I eat pizza, but I recently was laid off. It was very unexpected in a lot of different directions, so that definitely added a lot to the situation, but I've been able to just take some time to focus on the channel, my life, just sleeping a little bit more, like creating my own schedule. I've been focusing on the channel a lot. That's been giving me the ability to, excuse me. It's been giving me the ability to, like I was saying a little earlier, make longer videos, spend more time working on effects or doing research on things. Ideally starting to start throwing more ideas to the wall to see what sticks. I would love to do more video gamey stuff, but not a lot of people are watching Life is Strange, so I don't know if that's going to help or hurt my channel right now, so I'm looking into other things there. Starting a solid weekly second series of doing animation on Saturdays, sort of a Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing. It's been freeing me up to do that a lot more. It sucks not having like stability or a safety net, but I've been saving a lot for a while in the hopes of doing this on my own accord. So in reality, it really just kind of pushed me out the door 6 months and $10,000 shy of what I wanted, but I should be okay. Just planning it all out. But I'm doing okay. Like sometimes it's easy to sleep. Sometimes it's not. Just trying to take it day by day. Trying to still look at everything with it sometimes gets stressful when I'm like, this video really needs to do well. I don't like that feeling right now, but I love everything leading up to it where I'm like, I have more time to create. Like, I'm not as stressed. Like, I actually like what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just a matter of finding what sticks. But like, I'm having a lot of fun making this stuff. I want to keep doing different ideas. Yeah, like I'm staying optimistic and excited. Like, even if end of the day end of the day, even if it's 6 months of YouTube summer camp and it's not working out financially and I have to look for a job again when places are hiring again, fine. I hope that's not the case. I'd love for this to just keep going forward. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I hope you guys are doing okay. Like, I know I'm not the only one who's been scared or laid off. I'm certainly not the only one who's lost some sleep recently. But it is a IDK house shirt. You're right. Good catch. But yeah, just kind of hanging in there. Some days it's easier than others. I'm doing okay. How much time goes into filming / editing a video? Filming usually takes about 2 hours, sometimes a little longer, depending. Life is Strange, the last couple of videos took 4 hours each just to film. Editing takes about, I'd say, 10 to 15 hours, depending. It depends on how many songs, how much I ramble, and then how much of my rambling I actually like and makes sense. It's also a lot of me cutting out a lot of ums, uhs, and repetitive sentences. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I just want you to release things uncut. No, you don't. I think one of the things I'd want to do, going back to Patreon, is having like a extended cut or a director's cut of some of my videos where it's like, yeah, it's like 40 minutes, but it's 40 minutes of stuff, but it's still 40 minutes out of 2 hours. Cause sometimes like there's a lot of pauses. I'll repeat myself, or like I'm cutting out like likes and ums and buts and uhs. Or sometimes I'll say something really really stupidly the first time I say a sentence, stammer, and then say it more eloquently a second time, and I'm like, let's take the eloquent sentence and let's cut out the stammering and remove as many likes and ums and buts and uhs as possible, because I'm really bad at that. So yeah, it takes a little while. Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes it gets really easy because sometimes it really is like very minimal editing and it's just me just on fire, just saying sentences, and oh man, like Bill didn't stammer on a single fancy word. We're gonna reward him. But it just depends. But yeah, usually the whole thing, a video that by the time you guys watch a video, if it's more than 25 minutes, it probably took me about 30 hours, like 25 to 30 hours, just depending. Like today I spent all day editing 3.5 hours of footage for the final chapter of Life is Strange. I got lost and confused a lot. Right now it's about to be an hour length, but that took me about 6 hours to cut all that down, and it's going to take more time. But yeah, it just depends. But yeah, it's usually about like 20 to 30. I'd say more like 25 to 30 when a video's longer. So yeah, there you go. For every minute of a video you see, it probably took me an hour to do that minute. If that makes sense? Like a rule of thumb. It doesn't literally take me an hour to go through every minute. But if it's 30 minutes, I'd say it took me about 30 hours.
Yes? Can I get up for a beverage?
Uh-huh. Take the bathroom pass. But yeah, it depends. I hella appreciate the effort you put in. Thank you. I hella appreciate that too. Especially now that I have some free time, I'll go through and watch something and it's like, this would be ready if I had other things, like a day job going on right now. But I'm like, I could go in and add some visuals or some editing little things I like to do because we're making a weird joke or something. Lily wants to know why I don't show my face when filming a gameplay. This computer is a hand-me-down and it's super old. I've had to do a hard restart when it's just the audio file and the game card file. The equipment I use to record the gaming is also poor and really old quality stuff. So I also have to deal with cutting out a lot of moments where it just fries on me randomly. But it honestly just kind of overwhelms both the computer, me, and also I don't know, I think there's something that kind of jeopardizes the reaction when I'm already invested in a video game, because it's not the same as music, so I have to control it and hope that I'm doing it right, solving it fast enough, and being entertaining. I think adding a camera to it right now while I'm still new to all that would be a problem, but obviously if I was on a platform like Twitch or something with the right streaming setup pretty soon down the road when I move, I'd force myself to get more used to it. But the camera I use wouldn't go great with that. It would be just more stuff I'd have to put through my old computer. Yeah, I think it would just overload stuff right now, to be honest. Do I paint/draw? No, but I want to learn really badly. That's something I've always regretted, is not taking, because that's all public school is just free classes. You just hate it because everyone's forcing you to do it. But I'm like, I really wish I'd taken an art class just so I could draw instead of learn about the 50 capitals of the states. I chose the third bill because that was that's been my Twitter handle for like 3 or 4 years. And I'm the third person in my family to be called Bill. It's also a play on the idea of the Bill of Rights. The third bill is your right to refuse being intruded upon in your personal property by a militia or an army.
Name all 10. Name all 10.
Oh, God, freedom of speech. Right to grizzly arms. I won't tell you who I'm reacting to next. I will say that I have a couple of new artists coming up and a sequel to someone I did a little while ago. I don't like giving things away. I think that's kind of part of the fun. Yeah, thank you. I won't overwhelm myself if I'm uncomfortable. It's a matter of like getting used to it. I think getting used to it without a camera will help, for that way then when there is one, or if it's more of a live thing so I'm not editing things, like if I get to the point where I have the equipment and the setup for something like Twitch, I think that would help relieve the tension, because then I would just have all the audio, the video, and the gameplay footage in one, so I'm really just cutting out dead air to make a highlight thing for YouTube. I think that would help. So yeah, it's just a matter of just getting used to it. I also like the Game Grumps setup the most. Those are my favorite gaming channels other than Call Me Kevin. I like the Game Grumps setup because it feels very podcastian, if that even is a word, but like it's very like laid back and casual, and that's kind of what I want the gaming stuff to kind of feel like when I do it. I do want to do something a little less intense because I really want to do like a lo-fi kind of thing, because YouTube helps me sleep. I need like white noise and stuff to help me sleep, and just hearing two people talking about nothing that's important helps me sleep a lot. Usually it's them playing Zelda that helps me fall asleep. I really want to facilitate something like that on this channel for you guys as well. Just something where it's like, oh, just a couple hours, like chilling, listen to it while you're doing homework or dishes, or, you know, trying to take a snooze even. I think I tweeted it once, but Dearest Leader is pleased because his portrait is in my bedroom. But I want to do more stuff like that. What was it like to film the second reaction video on Billie Eilish / other reaction videos? I don't understand the question. Podcasting 10 out of 10. Thank you. What's it like to film the second reaction video to an artist? You mean like because I've already listened to some of their stuff? Old school Zelda. I was a bright new baby when the world of 3D Zelda came, and that was the first story I think I've ever been disgustingly invested in my life. I was actually just talking about it. My brother and I would hit each other with baseball bats, pretending that it was the Master Sword. I do have a P.O. box. It's in the description underneath all the important stuff like resource lines, and it's also in the About tab on the channel. Do you type it out, or I still have that card?
I can copy paste it. Hold on.
Okay. I'll have Alana throw it out there for you guys.
Or if you want to show off the thick 5.
The thick 5, yeah. I've posted it a couple times. I used to listen to podcasts when I had a commute. Most of the time, I wouldn't. Here's the P.O. box. Hopefully that works. I won't get to see what that looks like. I used to listen to podcasts a lot when I had commutes, but lately, without commuting and then also without a day job and stuff, the thing I listen to the most is my own dumb, annoying voice talking about music and TV shows and video games and stuff. Oh, that was actually a pretty good framing of that. Hopefully that helped.
Oh, that's a good question.
Huh.
Do you cosplay when you go to conventions? I saw the badge in the background.
I do. I just like low-key stuff because I'm very much a nervous wreck. I'm an emotional person. I don't know if you guys have gotten that from my videos. I know I'm usually very reserved on my feelings. But no, I get too nervous that something's gonna rip or break or get dirty. So I like to do cosplays, but like low-key ones, like one that's more like, oh, I'm a person, but like I'm dressed like that person. Last year for C2E2 in 2019, a simpler time, since I already had my head shaved, I wanted to shave out my beard because I wasn't taking care of it too nicely, so I just wanted to kind of start over. So I shaved my beard, kept my head shaved, and I got One Punch Man's hoodie, and so I dressed like One Punch Man. I also did, my sister and I once did Rick and Morty, but it was Rick and Mary.
You did the Gravity Falls.
Yeah, and then we did Dipper and Mabel. I also have my oh, that's what I wanted to wear to the stream. I'm so dumb. I do have the shirt now with this hoodie for my Reverse Max cosplay, and NB showed up to remind me of it too. That's what I was gonna wear to this stream. I'm like, oh yeah, my IDK House shirt. That's what I meant, right? I forgot all about that. Yeah, it showed up. I'm so mad too. I found the perfect. It's another blue hat like this, but it's more of a vibrant blue. And when it looks a lot like Chloe's hat, so I'm like, ooh, it's kind of like a ship combo if I wear that hat with my gender swapped Max cosplay, because I have the red hoodie and then I have the Jane Doe shirt, but it's gray. So instead of the gray hoodie and the red shirt, I'm so mad I don't get to do it right now, but that's fine. I can do it later. Huh? Quick change? Guys, do you want me to change my shirt or show feet? Like, we can't. But yeah, it's one of those things where I like doing like the low-key stuff. Like, I like having the kind of cosplays where like two people go, oh dude, I get it, and that's amazing, and those two people and I become best friends, as opposed to, you know, trying to do something like huge. But that's just me. I love like supporting, but also like when you're walking around the con floor and like checking out cosplayers and stuff, like especially like when they get like super creative. Like there was someone who had, it was like a dragon themed armor, like a knight's armor, but it was like Spyro themed, so it was like purple and yellow with the horns and stuff. Or, ooh, no, at C2E2 a couple months ago, you know, simpler time, someone was Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, but also Bill Cipher. So it was like the big yellow cartoon pyramid with the top hat. And I like literally chased this person down just so I could look at them dead on and go, that's exactly what this is. And I love it. And you're amazing. And I could hear the person underneath it just go like trying not to laugh. But, I love creative cosplays. I love, a lot of my friends do it. I like supporting people when I can. Quick change. You're gonna have to find out by watching the last video of Life is Strange before you can find out my thoughts on it. Like and subscribe, watch it all the way to the end. What's up?
Well, Brittany Sullivan in the chat just said that she saw the same Bill Cipher.
Oh, hell yeah. Brittany Sullivan just said, yeah, saw them as well. C2E2 is the Chicago City Comic-Con convention here. Chicago Comic-Con Entertainment Expo. Thank you. I don't know. I've only been to like 4. But it's super cool. But yeah, if you want to see what I thought of the end of Life is Strange, you got to watch the video, guys. Like I want these to go well. You guys do too, so I can keep doing more. Yeah, I'm from Washington State originally. I left Washington State in 2010 to go pursue my dream of going to school in Los Angeles. And then everyone said, you're funny. You should go to funny class. And then after graduating, I moved to Chicago and went to Second City. Now I'm here, where the wind knocks you down. It's cold all the time. I miss Seattle all the time. Yeah, Western Washington. I grew up in the old Ballard area when I was like really little before my mom finished school and we moved out to the Sammamish area. Yeah, I saw that San Diego Comic-Con got canceled, and it's like, I want everyone to just be healthy and happy and safe. If that means we got to make sacrifices now so we can have Comic-Cons for real next year, that's what we got to do right now. I hope you chose the same thing I chose. Yeah, a lot of people are being really vague with what they want my ending to be, but I won't give anything away. I have seen parts of the Youngblood show. I do skip over the songs just in case it's one that I would later be asked to do for a video, if that makes sense. But the first Youngblood show I listened to and like enjoyed, like Casual Sabotage. But when it was like, oh, here's the song he does with Machine Gun Kelly, I'm like, oh, I haven't done a video on that. I want to stay pure, so I like fast forwarded through it. But I love what he does in between. I adore the fact that he, with Kelly Osbourne, right, contributed to the that charity that helps homeless youths in the UK. I think he's a really awesome, chill person. I hope if I ever get to interact with him in real life, that will stay true. Trying not to spoil. Yeah, don't spoil. But yeah, the Youngblood show, they're really good ideas. And I adore that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend as far as streaming concerts and stuff, and I'm gonna try to see as many as I can, but I mostly gotta, edit and work. But it's a good kind of work now, so I'm not as angry about it.
What concerts have you been to for the artists we've done on TTS?
The only one you guys didn't get to see was the Marina one because I was still a new little YouTube baby and didn't think anyone would care if I made a video about me going to see the Marina concert until long after the fact, and I just forgot to film stuff. That's been my big goal, is to be more comfortable filming in public. Yeah, 21 Pilots, IDK How, Billy, and Marina. That's it. Because my Enigma show got canceled. That was lovely. My Youngblood show got canceled. We have tickets to the Chicago Chromatica Ball, but who knows what's gonna happen there. And yeah. So
I'd be 2 for 3 with canceled Gaga shows.
yeah, right. Youngblood is BLUD, and I would highly recommend you watch somebody's first time experiencing his music, maybe video on a YouTube channel you might like, and then yeah, definitely go check out his show. It's the Youngblood show is the artist Youngblood just doing kind of like a variety kind of show just to keep people as close to a concert as you can get, given everything going on, and yeah, it's awesome. And yes, I do know I do plan to get that single covered next week as quickly as I can. Guys, kind of like what happened with Level of Concern, which is an amazing song. I do have to wait until everyone in the house is done who still has a day job right now. I have to be considerate of that. So sometimes like the song will drop at like noon and I have to wait until like 5 or 6 to record. So then I just try to get it up for the next day. What type of music do I listen to on my own? Honestly, I've been kind of all over the place with music on my own. A lot of 80s, dad rock, alternative. It's kind of all over the place, really. It's just, for me, it was all about tracks and how the song makes me feel, not an artist specifically. So I've actually been like the reverse of a stan, where I'm like, oh man, I love this song. I don't know the artist, or if I know the band name, I don't know the artist names, you know? Like Travis Barker. I'm like, I don't know that name off the top of my head, but as soon as everyone said, dude, Blink-182, I went, oh, yes. All the Small Things. Like, I know songs. So that's been kind of the bane of my existence. But yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Like, it's just things that really hit me. Like, I got into Ben Folds for a while because I would hear his music pop up in like movies and stuff. Dad rock will always be a genre, yes. I don't know. I don't know how really else to describe it. I got into Guster because of Life is a House. They had songs in that soundtrack, and I just gravitated to them.
I didn't know you listened to Guster.
Mm-hmm. Huh. But it would be literally the songs that you would find in movies.
Yeah, I only know the one.
Which one?
Satellite.
Nope, I don't know that one.
Wait, is that Guster? No, I'm confused.
I don't know.
Oh.
We're live, so... I actually don't watch PewDiePie. I just like to make jokes because I like Jack's films, and apparently they're buds that make fun of each other on their YouTube videos. So I always refer to Jack's films as PewDiePie. But no, I don't think I've watched a PewDiePie video. Cause yeah, I honestly, much like all this stuff, I started really watching YouTube a couple years ago, right? Because you showed me some people, and then I sat there and went, oh, wow, the WTF blanket guy has a YouTube channel and still makes stuff? That's awesome. I've never seen an actual Vine on the app. I've only seen Vine and compilation videos on YouTube. Do not make me pick between Gravity Falls and Steven Universe. How dare you? I love them both. What?
Somebody asked, what the heck are you drinking?
What the heck am I drinking?
Question. It's very cloudy. I can't.
Oh, I like to take a glass of water and drop a smoke bomb in it and just drink it. It's snake oil.
Ooh, the best Game Grumps playthrough. That's a great question.
What do I think is the best Game Grumps playthrough? Damn. I am quite partial to their Mario parties and their Zeldas, but I gotta say House Party probably is my favorite. No, I won't tell you what I'm doing in the future. Yeah. I like to keep the surprise, yo. Oh, thank you for the, Twitter fan art. My phone is charging on the ground, so I can't look at it right now. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I look so cute. That's so awesome. I'm not going to be able to see if this worked or not. That is amazing. I love... It looks so cute. I think it's the teeth and then like my fluffy beard that really sell me on it, where I look like that's so weird to look at myself like a cartoon. That's amazing. I love that stuff. Like, you guys are incredible. Oh, good. I got a good shot of it. I'm seeing the delayed playback now. How's it going, dude? I love the fan art you guys make is insane. They're so good and they're so cool. And I do my best to save the image and then a screenshot of the person who made it. And I kind of have like a little virtual fridge in my phone that I put them all on. Because I thought I understood how Instagram worked, and turns out I didn't. But don't you have to put them on your story first? No. Oh, it always tells me like, oh, pick from your story, and I'm like, you don't own me, Instagram. But no, you guys are insanely talented. Like, it's so cool. It's such a bizarre experience to see someone exude talent and time on your face. It's such a weird, beautiful weird, but it's such a strange feeling. Because it's like you could have drawn a beautiful sunset. Instead, you drew my doofy face. But they make my day. I remember someone at my old job. My boss was trying to get us to participate in some like extracurricular thing, and I'm like, oh, after work I go work on internet stuff. Well, what do you mean? And as I'm trying to kind of like justify for some reason who I am outside of my day job, one of you guys tagged me in a picture of like a doodle of me on like your math test on Twitter, and I just went blam. And that kind of really put things in perspective for my former boss. And it timed out so perfectly. And it was like one of those times where it's like, guys, no, like, I make stuff. Like, I do important things outside of my day job that used to give me benefits. I'm like, I do stuff. I have things to do, guys. It's not an excuse. I'm not lying. I saw the Tooth Fairy. It's real. It was kind of that feeling where it was like, boom, it's real. And I don't know. There was something about it because it's like, it's weird. You can't, every time I look at like views or like number of subscribers and stuff, it's breathtaking, but it's also, it doesn't feel real. You know what I mean? Like, it's so strange. Like, the number of times I've like perfected a joke, like in post or even while I'm filming, and it's like, ha, that's hilarious. Silent room. It's so weird. I'm like, well, hopefully someone 2-3 weeks from now will find that very funny. It's very strange. So like, I don't have a lot of that direct. Even now, I'm just a crazy person talking to my MacBook. But like, I don't have that direct interaction with you guys all the time. So it sometimes it just doesn't feel real. If that makes sense. I never, when I'd watch like videos, like I'm still am, but a very active watcher when the Dom, now Dominic Noble, hit 100K. And just listening to him talk about it and stuff, I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't feel real? Just look at the number. It's like, no, it just doesn't feel real. Like, I get it now. Yes, I got out of a team building activity because of YouTube. You're absolutely right. But no, it was something where it's like, oh, your picture could be, let's say, like a newsletter or an ad. And I'm like, I went to art school. Y'all gotta pay me if I'm gonna be in an ad. But I'm like, nah, if someone sees that and figures out where I would work, you know, it's happened to a couple of YouTubers, and I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble because, you know, like, people are then gonna call the office trying to get a hold of me. Now I don't care, but, like, you know, you don't want that to kind of follow you around in case I need another day job in the future. But no, I definitely got out of some stuff because I'm like, oh, can't. Mom says I gotta do YouTube, you know, violin practice for an hour, YouTubing for about another 2 hours, and then homework and then bed. Do a Zoom call. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But no, like it's so awesome to look at that kind of stuff, but like it kind of really helps that it's tangible. Yeah, I went to an art school. I needed a big bite. Need me a big bite. Sorry, I can't. My mom's calling. Damn it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it just never feels real. You know what I mean? Because like I won't lie. You're right. I do have sword fight lessons with Pearl after my homework. Because like I won't lie. Like sometimes I look up stuff to see what happens if I hit a milestone, and if that's a big milestone, do I get a present from Internet Mom and Dad? And if I were to, there's certain elements at play, and one of them was, it was like bot subscribers or like purchase subscribers, and I'm like, what if this is all an illusion? What if like it's really just maybe 200 people, and then like someone thought, oh man, would it make Bill feel better if I bought like 80,000 subscribers? That always goes through my head. Like, I don't know why I'm so eager on a subconscious level to like take achievements from me. But yeah. Sorry, my mom said no, still cracks me up. But, you know, like sometimes I get kind of in my head about it. Sometimes I get worried about things, but like a lot of times it doesn't feel real. So thank you guys for those little moments. You know what I mean? I don't believe in picking favorites because I feel like I like things for different reasons. And sometimes it's, especially with music, I feel like with music, it's like, a lot of times it's whatever's gonna suit or help my mood right now. Like the other day I was just listening like Spotify Shuffle kind of stuff, not sponsored, and Aurora's The River came on, and I couldn't do it. But there's also been times where like, you know, an Aurora song has really like helped lift my mood or like help me feel in tune with what I or someone else is going through right now. Same thing with all artists, but Aurora was the most recent one where I just sat there and went, I can't do that today. You know what I mean? It's just my mom making several thousand accounts. Yeah, right? But no, like, that's why I don't believe in a favorite, because it's like, I feel like every artist, every song really, like, fits a specific vibe or facilitates a certain need when that arises. So no, I don't really pick favorites. Some are more stressful than others. If your parent I know what you mean with yeah, that's what all parents say, but it just means that you're not the favorite. If your parent says that you're my favorite when I specifically need you for like an emotional need, damn. Is there anything in music that I actively hate? I don't know. I think it's not so much a song, because like it's not so much like a song, because it's like, I'm trying to think of a good example. But like if something's a little more like, this is just for like fun, or like to dance to, or like it's just about like partying and hanging out. Nothing's wrong with those kind of songs, but I think sometimes people or experiences give me a bad relationship with a song. Like I can't listen to Bohemian Rhapsody in a public setting, because I've been to too many karaoke bars and too many people have been like, this song's about me and my friends and hanging out. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's about having and dying of a very serious illness. But okay, cool. And it's like, you know, like it's not like, ooh, I hate you. Ooh, I hate the song. It's like, I hate the association I have with it. And that happens sometimes. Or like, you know, like an ex or a previous interest might send me a song and be like, this makes me think of you. And at the time it meant so much. And now it's like, damn it. Now I just keep thinking of getting that text message or Facebook Messenger DM slide. And I'm like, cool, there goes that. Whenever I think, here's still a negative, but not like as intense of a negative. You Ought to Know. I can't listen to that song because it reminds me of a girl at a different karaoke bar. I don't know how people keep talking me into going to karaoke bars. I'm not a fan. She was very intoxicated and she just screamed that song. And it made me worry for her, like whatever she's going through, but like her vocal health. Like she was just screaming it until she lost her voice. That's all I think about now.
That's the only way you can perform it at karaoke.
No, Kevin Malone does it a lot better in The Office. But that's all my mind goes to, you know? But like, and then there's sometimes like there's songs that are just like hard to take in, you know? Sometimes there's a song that just means a very specific thing to you. Or kind of like I said at the beginning of my last 21 Pilots video, where it's like I had just done Levitate, Nico and the Niners and Jumpsuit as just an extra video for, it was supposed to be just a bonus video for Trying to Stand. And then my grandpa was getting sick, so that became that week's episode instead of a bonus episode, so I could just go out there and not worry about filming or editing or anything and focus on my family. And I just listened to those songs and just filmed that video before I got the call. So I was listening to those songs a lot in those days, and it's really hard for me to kind of go back to a lot of 21 Pilots music right now. Sometimes Nico and the Niners or Jumpsuit does help. Car Radio has helped me a lot, but some of their songs I can't do it right now. Guns for Hands is really hard for me right now. Kitchen Sink, My Blood. So it's like, and I want to take a little bit of a break. That's what I kind of have been doing, because I don't want to continue that or feed that association that I have right now as much as they helped me at the time. That is something that does go sometimes into consideration when I'm picking more of like a sequel, for lack of a better word. Is sometimes it's just like, obviously if I don't know the artist, it's like a crapshoot. Are you guys giving me someone fun and like, ooh, yes, and like me shouting a lot excited? Or is it going to be, oh, you guys just like seeing me cry? But if I know that an artist is going to mess me up, sometimes I'll kind of wait. But alternatively, like I did BTS on this last Tuesday for their Persona EP. And I'm like, you know, BTS has done both Ooh Ah and Wreck Me. But I'm like, you know, I'm kind of in the mood to kind of have a little bit more of a guarantee ooh moment as opposed to a oh dang kind of a moment. So that sometimes also goes into factoring, which is another reason why I'm afraid to have, like, why I kind of don't want to have I just don't want to have, like, you know, oh, if you send me money, you pick what I do. It's like, no, because I think that's important, and I think especially when I am so like, so much of this premise does start to stem from an emotional connection or an emotional reaction to things. I want to make sure that I'm doing the due diligence of just keeping myself happy. So yeah, sometimes that factors in too, or sometimes I'm just sitting there and I'm like when I really have a lot of energy and a lot of chutzpah, I try to get as many videos in a week filmed as possible, because I'm also going to have weeks, especially lately, where I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. Let's just edit this video I did a couple weeks ago just so I can lay down. But, you know, it comes and goes, and sometimes, like, I sit there and it's like, even if this song was upsetting, I really needed it right now, or helps me gain a perspective on things I never thought about. Or alternatively, sometimes I'll have a song come into my life from a Trying to Stand suggestion, like and enjoy the song, and then it'll just start to kick in later to help me process something or grasp something or understand something. Cavetown's been a big contributor to that lately. Cavetown and Conan Gray. But yeah. Thank you for shouting out my chutzpah. What songs would I want played at my wedding? Who am I getting married to? Are you excited about Gaga's upcoming album? Yes, but until it's physically in my phone or on my phone or in my hands, I don't believe anything's real until I have it in front of me. I understand delaying it. I get it. I am excited, but I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna not think about it until I have it. Yes, Adventure Time is tomorrow. That is the time for adventure. Do
you need a new beverage?
That'd be lovely.
Would you like to try mine?
Yeah. Alana got like a flavored Red Bull. It's watermelon flavored, not sponsored. I
don't know if you like it.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I don't. I hate like that Jolly Rancher artificial watermelon flavor. It tastes like something went sour.
Watermelon sugar.
It's so gross. But I love whatever Sour Patch Kids does with their watermelon pieces. I love those.
I feel like it's the same taste.
No, it's not. You're a criminal. Do you just drink plain milk? You don't even put strawberry stuff in it or chocolate stuff in it? Are you a criminal? Yeah, what's watermelon sugar? Like, that's not a thing. Don't act like that's a word. Oh, it's so gross. Yeah, see, everyone else is agreeing with me. Watermelon stuff is gross. Also, a lot of people are just, like, straight up anti-Red Bull, which is fine, too.
Yeah. Were you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished Life is Strange. I'm working on the edit for the final video right now. No, plain milk is for criminals. You don't put anything in it? Are you a criminal?
Stop drinking regular milk.
That's it. Stop drinking regular milk, Anthony. That's it. Oh, man. That's a lot of stuff. The hell's banana milk? I've never heard of that. Like, is it syrup?
No, it's like a strawberry milk, but it's like banana.
Yeah, but strawberry milk is done with a syrup. So there's like a banana syrup.
What's a syrup?
Good night, NB. You're amazing. Yeah, syrup. I like coconut milk, if I'm being honest. Why drink Red Bull when you could drink coffee? Exactly, but no one thought to make me more coffee. I have to limit my coffee. We're rationing it just in case. Yeah, why did watermelon sugar throw everybody off? Is that a thing, or is that just something you just want to say?
It's a Harry Styles song.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh man. Fam got really excited. I had no idea why. We still need to talk fan base names. Chocolate mint, yes, very much. Someone said it's a Korean thing. What, banana milk? I've not heard of that.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Like, now I'm picturing someone, like, legitimately, like, milking a banana. I don't think that's a thing. So wait, that was a Harry Styles reference, and you got everyone excited for no reason? You just tried to make me look foolish?
No.
Can I talk to you outside? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we still need to like figure out like the fan base name, because I don't love the idea of using Stan as part of it, because like what if that stops being a thing? I like Third Bills. I like Bill's Beats. I also like calling you guys like Fourth Bills, like Fourthies. But I want you guys to be higher up the food chain than me. You know? I don't know.
You know my front running.
Yeah, Alana wants it to be Threebs. I don't know how that feels. I do like Third Eyes, because then the I and the Roman numeral, I like that. And we do predictions.
What the fuck is Red Bull? I only know Red Bill.
What?
TF is Red Bull. I only know Red Bill.
I only know Red Bill. Third Fanatics, Third Eyes, the Billions, the B Squad. Yeah, because in the B Squad, that would make you second, which is above third me. And music is first. Or, I don't know, art is first. Someone said yes, Threebs.
Then immediately followed up with
Alana, no. Billionaires is good. Oh, what was it? B Team or B Squad. I kind of like that.
I like B Team's fun.
B Team is fun.
What's up, B Team?
What's up, B Team? I don't know. That kind of sits nicely on my body there. B Squad, B Team, yeah. Third Fanatics. We're all just Bills. The Amendments. Get out of here. I love it. What kind of coffee is my favorite? As in brand or what I like in it? Either way, I'm not that picky. I also like Beats, like Bill's Beats. I wish Beanie Babies wasn't trademarked, 'cause that's a great one.
We'll buy them out.
We'll buy them out. Yeah. I have one plastic mason jar mug.
Someone just said Feet Team.
Feet Team. That's a Patreon tier.
Yeah.
I kind of like B Team.
That's good.
Third Eyes and B Team. Those are up there for me now.
The Threats.
The Threats.
Or would it be the B Team?
Ooh, the Beats. Like that, like Doug, the Beatles band. The Beanie Bills. That sounds like an improv team.
It really does. You've gotten beanies as a suggestion a few times.
Yeah, my beanies, Bill's beanies. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's what the 3B stands for. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my gosh.
B Team or Third Eyes. I'm gonna write. We need to write those down. I'm gonna see how that feels in my brain for a little while.
Do you have a pen?
I do not.
Oh, just kidding, I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're at my old working unit, so you should have. All I have is a pair of dead headphones. What was I? Do you remember what I was listening to when like my headphones just completely broke on me, and I'm like, she's got the power to kill my headphones? Was it Florence? Someone belted real high while we were filming, and it killed my headphones, and I was like, Queen, but also you owe me $16. I need to buy new headphones.
Someone else said Threebs, and it was unprovoked.
I feel like Threebs could get me in a lot of trouble. I love it a lot, though, but I understand the root of that isn't always used in a caring way. 3Bs, the B Team. Put that right there to see how that goes. Because I don't know, like, B Team makes me feel like I'm putting you guys down. The Bills knees. Out of here. I love it. Oh yeah, I guess Third Eyes would also be a Florence reference. I do love that song a lot. So yeah, I think B Team, Third Eyes, and Beanies. I think I'll hang on to right now. Because it's like, dollar bills makes me like, oh, this isn't about money, but it is fun. Was it T.O.P. that broke my headphones?
That would make sense.
That would also make sense. Bill Team. You just drew Homer Simpson with a mullet. You messed up on his neck, but he looks like he has a mullet. Just straight up B.
B?
B?
B? B Squad. Oh, B Squad was the other one. Oh, they're right. It was Guns for Hands, I think.
Was it Guns for Hands that broke my headphones?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then you came in and you were sad because you couldn't listen to it because they broke your headphones.
That's right. Oh, so I kept all that in the video. Guys, I've lived 1,000 lifetimes since listening to Guns for Hands for the first time. I do love that song, though.
I have died every day waiting for you.
Huh?
I have died every day waiting for you.
Okay.
The third B's. There's a B?
There's a B? This is like going to a party where you know the host but no one else. I'm so sorry. Bill's beanie. Sorry. You got held for review for saying that. That's funny to me. Oh, that was something else that happened to me today too. I got like a major comment was held for review, and all it said was, "I love your content." And I'm like, how dare you? Such offensive commenting. Oh, I just realized, and I'm really upset about it. I don't think the charity thing was turned on for this stream.
Oh.
Can I change that? That really bums me out. I just realized that.
Womp.
I mean, we were able to raise a lot of money
Also,
last time.
having the focus be on tomorrow's huge streaming event for it too, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we did really well on the last one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just realized, because I was sitting there and I'm like, do we have any donations to read? And I'm like, none have come in, and that's because I didn't turn it on, and that sucks. I'm so sorry, guys. I stand by it, though. If you guys donate to one of the many causes out there dealing with everything, there's Live Nation's Merch Nation. There's the one that Jacksepticeye rolled out that a lot of YouTubers were doing, which I found out I can't do it because you have to make your own, I guess, to do it. or WHO, or the places that Youngblood is donated to, all kinds of places. If you guys do donate to those, tweet that to me.
We got a request for your favorite animal and for your favorite color.
My favorite animal is the lizard that can run across water. I don't know what the real word for it is, but it was called the Jesus Christ lizard, and I loved saying it because it upset my grandma.
Also, the ciphers, which is great.
Yeah. You'll find out how Adventure Time's going tomorrow. Bill in a band. Yo, if you can get Boy in a Band to endorse that, then yes. Illuminati confirmed.
Oh my! Computer's about to die.
Oh no. Well, don't let that happen. We didn't get lava cake, did we?
We did.
Maybe. There's cake. It's fine. Now you know why all the health problems run in my family. We all love chocolate. Thank you. A lot of people are saying nice things. Guys, like Adventure Time's happening tomorrow. What was I listening to? I'm thinking about doing a video being more specific about it, but basically a lot of dad rock and things from like movies and stuff. Thanks, honey. Yoink. There's a bite out of one of these. Can this please be returned? Can I talk to your manager?
It's so weird that there's a bite out of it.
Oh, I'm sorry to do this to you again, guys, but like my eating window is about to close, and I love these things so much. Bury me in these.
I like them better cold. Is that weird?
Ugh. It's okay that you didn't know Adventure Time was tomorrow. The first time to your knowledge, it's the first time someone asked. It's just funny because it's like, it was just on a loop for a hot minute. It felt like Groundhog's Day. But no, that's tomorrow. What's dad rock? Rock your dad would listen to. Like, 80s stuff. James Cameron's Avatar or Last Airbender Avatar? And that's the power of 3. Bill's Cubes. That sounds like my stuff. Bill's Cubes.
What are your P's and Q's? Is there any? Did you? Can I have another bite?
It's gone now.
Oh. Right on. We also have cinnamon twists, but I don't want them.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Greg Universe listened to more like 60s, 70s dad rock. Mine was more 80s dad rock. Bruce Springsteen, big influence on my life. And I don't remember if they're 80s per se, but a lot of Queensryche, Judas Priest. What's up, Cubes? But just depends. But like those kind of genres, Yeah, Iron Maiden, Motley Crue. Most of the stuff you could find on Guitar Hero, that sums it up. When everyone was like, oh man, this Shout at the Devil and Stutter are great songs on Guitar Hero. I'm like, yeah, I already know them. And that still didn't make me cool. But that's a lot of the Operation Mindcrime. Hell yeah, that's actually my favorite of Queensryche. I really enjoy Mindcrime. The first one. I haven't seen the movie though. But yeah, it just I understand dad rock is a very subjective. What about Rock Band? Rock Band's for the rich kids. No, I think we got it. I think we had Rock Band at one point because it was like no longer than I think when like Rock Band 2 or 3 or whatever came out, we got the first one like at a garage sale or something. It's fun. It's cute.
I remember having the GameStop brand controller for Guitar Hero, and it was like music athlete or something on it.
Mm-hmm. Villagers. That's funny. Like as in villagers with a B. Mm-hmm. That's funny. Yes, I did play Brutal Legend. Very fun. Disappointed that it was like a more of a real time strategy for a console, but so cool. Can we make villagers a thing? Maybe. That might be a good one. Sorry, I'm trying to enjoy my cake.
My village people.
What up, my village people? That's funny as hell. But yeah, I mean, it's tied right now with going over my old stuff and what did I listen to before this. So I think I might do both. It's like videos. Should I hit a milestone? You'll see a lot of dad rock on there. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, get a petition, send it around. The villagers. That one's growing on me too.
It's on the post-it.
You wrote it on the post-it? Hell yeah. Villagers assemble. Get me back on a tangent. Do you have some like questions or anything from the tab or something?
None from the tab left. Do you play video games in your spare time? Is just what we got in the chat.
Yeah. Mostly right now it's just been replaying stuff that I've already played just to help me sleep. Because lately I haven't been getting sleepy until like 2 or 3. I think my whole schedule's just been thrown through a loop for obvious reasons. I do have Breath of the Wild, but like I'll do Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and then try to like challenge myself. Like right now I'm doing a no Master Sword, no Highland Shield run of Ocarina, which means once you become Adult Link, you have to go get the big Goron sword before you can start any of the dungeons. It's fun. I like doing stuff like that. RPG games. I like RPG games. When I have so much stuff to do, it gets really hard. I'm a real big Final Fantasy kid, as well as especially Kingdom Hearts. But like I get stupid into it. Like I took some personal time off of my day job last year so I could play Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out. Yeah, Villager's really growing on me.
Village people is what really got me. Someone needs a suggestion to name their bird a parrot. Do you have any good suggestions for a name?
I did, but it's okay. Hold on.
'Cause you
To
like,
name a parallel,
yeah, you like nouns for names.
I do like nouns for names. I don't know why. Why is that so? It's so easy when it's like a dog or a cat. I think it's just because
We'll circle back.
we'll circle back. I'll think about it.
What's your favorite shirt, Elon?
My favorite shirt that I own.
Yeah.
That's so random.
That's a good question.
It is. Yo, I have so many shirts. I keep getting new ones. I really like there's a Game Grumps shirt that I have that I really enjoy. There's one I picked up in on the pier in Seattle a long time ago, like in college. It's like it's like a Pisces looking thing, but the fish are replicant of like salmon, but like the kind of design that you would see on like totem poles and things like that. It's just I won it, I think, at like the little, like one of those little carnival game things. Like one of the options was to like grab a shirt, and I was like, hell yeah. I don't know. It was just a good day. I don't know. I don't really think about it too much.
Ooh, this is a cool question. When you have character customization options in a game, do you self-insert or do you go crazy with it?
I usually do it starts with self-insertion, but then I like do something a little different. Like maybe I'll make them super jacked or super skinny or super tall or, with hair. I think it's a little bit of self-insert, but no, I don't go crazy with it because I want it to end of the day look realistic, so it doesn't pull me out of the game. That shirt question, but yeah, I guess it'd be that shirt because I won it playing a carnival game when I was like in college. I don't wear it or anything. It's definitely too small for me. I should get rid of it, but no, I just like it. It just reminds me of a good day. From here, right? Where are you taking these questions from? The chat. Yeah, just from the chat.
We ran out in our community tab, so.
I like Harry Potter is a strange sentence. I did until the end, but I still like the books. 6 out of 7 ain't bad. I just wasn't a big fan of the ending. It felt like there was a sudden inspiration out of nowhere to make everybody happy instead of telling the story it felt to me like you wanted to tell. I don't know what house I'm in though.
Have you watched Trolls World Tour?
No. YouTube doesn't pay me to talk about that movie, so I'm not going to talk about that movie. I do want to get more into Studio Ghibli. I think that would be a fun part of that. I want to do more animation stuff, especially when more of those streaming services start to pick those up, especially if one of them talks to me about maybe a sponsorship, which someone asked me a while back. No, I haven't had a sponsorship. If I did, you would know. Trust me, you would know. I would never shut up about it.
Do you own any other Blosh merch outside of the hoodie and the... Oh, you have a handkerchief.
Yeah, I have the bandana.
Yeah.
And, no, I think it's just because I got those at the concert, and we were already in, at Summerfest, and I'm like, I can't spend $500 today and then go back to work.
True. Ooh, Shrek or Shrek 2?
Damn, Shrek, because that's where the idea started from. Shrek 2 just perfected on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was a pretty bold move to create Shrek at all. Yes, I am a Pisces. Whatever that means. I just know that it means I was born in early March. Jabills. I watch some anime. I'm very much a story-driven person. It doesn't matter what type of medium that it's given to me on. I do have siblings that are very much anime fans, so they're really good at just like telling me, oh, you'd like this one, you wouldn't really like that one, and I kind of go off of their opinions, or I have in the past. I would definitely try something out that's different for you guys. But I don't know, for me it's always like with anime I feel more comfortable starting it knowing that it has an ending. Like Death Note, I really enjoyed it, but like I wouldn't want to watch it and then find out like, oh, it's ongoing for forever. You know, that would kind of turn me off. I really like Full Metal Alchemist, both versions. Case Closed, even though that ironically is a very much, to my knowledge, ongoing story. But yeah, like I like One Punch Man. I loved Dot Hack Sign when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I like that show. FLCL, but I haven't seen season 2. I don't really know if it needed a season 2. Steven Universe Future, great anime. Sorry, someone said Edgar Allan Poe or Lovecraft. I mean, if I have to pick, I guess Lovecraft. I don't read a lot of either, but I do enjoy a lot of works that are inspired by them, but Lovecraft a little more, because I think there's something so much more enjoyable for me about a supernatural macabre than like the more realistic, if that makes sense. I've not watched Supernatural. Ironically, given some of the things I've done on the channel, intense fandoms scare me.
Favorite MCU hero and villain?
Hero is Spider-Man. And villain is Spider-Man. No, my favorite MCU villain? Thanos, but like Infinity War Thanos, you know, young Thanos who had, you know, nothing to prove bothered me. My God. I've not seen RWBY, but it is on my list. Stop motion, I love Wallace and Gromit. I also love Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know. It's Kubo and the Two Strings. I really enjoyed that. Huh?
Resident Evil or Silent Hill?
Man, does Silent Hills count as its own category? Because like damn it. I like scary stuff over action stuff, but I'm going to say Resident Evil because they didn't screw over my boy Hideo Kojima. That I know of. But PT is bae, but so is Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that goes into my somewhat intense fandom scare me. Makes a playlist of all trying to stand Billie Eilish videos. Okay, there's a lot of fandoms that I've been introduced to, and that's another thing that goes into consideration for what I do. Is sometimes I'm like, if I'm nervous, maybe do something I'm a little more comfortable with after I've, you know, stepped into something new. But no, intense fandoms just always scare me because it's like with shows, because like music, it's like I don't see any sense in arguing with music, because I'm like, it's whatever you want it to be, man. But like with shows, ooh boy, that's why sometimes I keep a lot of things to myself, is because I'm like, I don't know what it is with me and shows. Maybe it's because I've been dissecting TV and film more than I've been breaking down music. But ooh man, I got opinions on shows, and I couldn't tell you why. Music is always up for interpretation. But then I turn around and go like, no, this show's about this. You know what I mean? But yeah. Also, like, you can go back and listen to a song in 2 minutes and go, oh, I see or I don't see what you're talking about when you think of this when listening to a song. But I'm the kind of people who are like, oh, well, actually, he's wearing a blue vest in season 3, episode 14 at minute 7. And I'm like, get out of here. I don't know why. But yeah, those are the kind of fandoms. All fandoms have their intensities and their pleasantries, but I don't know what it is. There's something about when I get into a show, I like get into a show. Doctor Who, Matt Smith was, I got into it as Matt Smith was happening. Went back and watched Chris Eccleston and David Tennant. I enjoyed them. I like David Tennant, but I feel like my prime Doctor Who would be David Tennant, but with Matt Smith's story and scripts. But I still think Matt Smith did an amazing job. But after Matt Smith left and Peter Capaldi took over, I just kind of fizzled out. You know? And it sucks because I want to see what they're doing now, but I'm like, I think it was honestly like Clara just kind of exhausted me. I think after going from the Ponds to Clara going in and out of the story so much, I'm like, I can't love you like I loved the Ponds, especially Amy. So it just, I don't know. But yeah, I love See Your Life, yeah. But like once I kind of fell out of love with it, because it's like, oh, I need to buy the DVDs to keep up because I don't have BBC, because I used to go over to a friend's house in college to watch, and then I moved. Once I cut it out of my life, like I didn't miss it too aggressively. I liked it. I just called it good there. The Peter episodes really just started to drag for me. And it wasn't anybody's fault. I think it was just handing over everything in front of the camera as well as behind the camera to other people was such a jarring turn that I was just like, oh, this isn't what I like anymore. Favorite Office character? All of them. If I'm being honest. We're just getting lost in Capaldi and Doctor Who talk. Sorry, it's been a long day. But yeah, I don't know. My voice is starting to go. Oh my gosh. Hold up.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know why I got scared. I'm sorry.
I don't know why either. You're an adult. But yeah, I don't know. I think, I don't know anything about The Witcher, the games, the series. I guess there's books. Nothing.
Name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Everyone saw the sneeze, huh? I hate it when you do that too. Like I'll sneeze in the other room and get a text that just says "bless you." My favorite musical, Jekyll and Hyde, but there's never been a good production of it. I think we're still waiting for that primo cast and situation. School of Rock is a fun musical. You're right. Sorry, I'm going in and out of life. I did see that Hideo Kojima's doing a new horror game. After Death Stranding really wasn't a horror game. I don't know who to trust. Fingers crossed that we can get something super spoopy, because I love horror games. That's something I really want to. That's another reason why I really want to get like a Twitch or a Let's Play. I probably a Twitch with then just like highlights or something. But I really want to get that up and going before the fall, because gosh, that was my favorite part. Was in August and September, Michael and I sitting down to play like Layers of Fear, PT, Benny and the Ink Machine, and Little Nightmares. I love horror games a lot. I just think they're really fun, and man, my energy just dipped. You could call it at like 15, so like 8:30.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Subnautica, yeah, that's on my list. I don't know anything about it. Loved The Mandalorian. Favorite Robin Williams film is probably The Birdcage, followed by Aladdin. Can you get in trouble for not saying thank you? That's weird. Thank you for blessing me after I sneeze. Yeah, the bill battery has drained. Yeah, I really want to do more horror and horror game content and stuff. I just think we need to get more of a foundation set in the channel first. Because that's also a bummer, is I'm like, I want to stay consistent, but I also like to throw in things to shake things up every once in a while.
High School Musical question mark?
High School Musical question mark? High School Musical exclamation point. Gosh, High School Musical was becoming a big thing as I was in high school doing musicals. It was the bane of my existence. And once I got into a musical theater program, my buddy in high school, he got me the whole trilogy on DVD, and I turned to him and went, whatever it is you just got me, that's what we're doing today for my birthday. And he went, wait, what? And so we had to sit down and watch the whole trilogy. It's become a bit of a guilty pleasure. I haven't seen the series though, but who knows what I'll do in the future. But no, I love High School Musical. I did just watch, speaking of DComs, Avalon High. What the hell was that?
Oh,
that was nothing. That was so weird. I've watched most of American Horror Story. To answer that question. Sometimes I fall behind on the seasons. I really didn't like Apocalypse. It was a bummer. I really like the first 2 seasons the most. I have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh man. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's also stage versions of High School Musical and High School Musical 2. Yeah. Oh, also the third one came out in theaters as I was working at a movie theater, so I had to listen to that a lot. That was awful. I like the first Ghostbusters. I haven't seen the second one. I wasn't a fan of the remake, but not for reasons that I felt like everyone was kind of prepared for. And I think that was honestly part of my lack of enjoyment, was I'm like, I kind of wish these people were given an opportunity to like do something original, because I don't like remakes. But also it was weird going into a room and feeling like, man, I really hope that I like this so people don't think I just hate lady comedians. And I hated having that like air about me, and that's not the movie's fault. But I was just sitting there and I'm like, I really wish you guys were just given your own thing to do, you know? But that's just me. I feel like remakes are the bane of my existence when there was no reason. It wasn't like the original Ghostbusters failed, you know? It was a weird time to go to the movie theater. But I went to the theaters, I supported it. You know, I was sitting there and like, I hated that feeling of like, oh man, if I don't like this, does this mean I hate lady comedians? Like, it was a weird time. Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth still freaks you out. was there a new Ghostbusters trailer? Because I remember the one from a while ago where I was like, they're doing this again, and then I got upset. Because again, I'm like, just leave it be, guys. You tried. No one had fun. And like, yeah, there's a new Ghostbusters. I think Paul Rudd's attached to it now.
Yeah, he's a teacher, I think.
Yeah, or something. But like, yeah, it's essentially it's Ghostbusters Stranger Things from what I've seen. Speaking of, I like Stranger Things. I hope it picks up a little bit though. Season 3 was a little stop and go for me, but when it was going, it was going. Villager Island.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they kind of took Stranger Things and It Chapter 1 and they went, oh, we can kind of do that. And it kind of bummed me out. But like same thing with the Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy one. I'm just like, I kind of expected more from this project, and also we shouldn't have done it anyway. And now I'm sitting here looking at like, oh, okay, here's the remake for Ghostbusters that, you know, makes nobody happy on the opposite end. And I'm like, I still don't want this. Like, can Paul Rudd do a movie where it's like, we're hunting ghosts and it's nothing to do with Ghostbusters? Like, you know, it was just a bummer. There's a Stranger Things season 3 and 4. What? In 2021? I thought there was 2. There's a third one already?
We watched it.
Stranger Things. I was thinking Life is Strange. I'm so tired. I went, what? Hold on. Yeah, it's not coming until 2021. But you heard that David Arbor, he gained all the weight back. He said that in an interview recently. He's like, yeah, they sent us all home to stop filming stuff because I guess he's got something to do in the next one.
Yeah, he was supposed to look like a prisoner.
Yeah, essentially. They're like, yeah, I lost a lot of weight for it, and then out it went.
Was cooking him good food, he said.
Yeah. Wouldn't that just be a ghost movie?
They don't even have a startup date again for that production either.
3 Ghostbusters movies? I'm so confused. This is hard to keep up with. Ghostbusters. I've not seen Umbrella Academy, but it is on my list. There's 3 Life is Strange games, though. Another one coming up next year, I think. I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Next year's next week, and I'm like, we got so much work to do.
We got a lot of Strange Life into play. Yeah, I'm giving another 10 minutes. We'll end at 8:30. But bye. I'm glad you had fun. Thanks for stopping by, guys. People are leaving. Like I said, I'm here for another couple of minutes. Adventure Time, you'll find out tomorrow. Whew. Yeah, I'm so drained. But yeah, I don't know, like there's just all these remakes and stuff happening, or like they're squeezing out like every last morsel they can out of anything remotely original or adapted. If you want to know what Life is Strange is about, I have a Let's Play series on it. It's a little intense. It's like a little sci-fi, true crimey drama. It's a video game. It's really good. I've been enjoying it. I won't tell you what I think about the ending because that is dropping on Thursday. But it's the kind of game I really like. Those kind of games. Like I want to do Man of Medan, right? That's the new horror one that came out a couple months ago. I want to do that. I want to do Detroit Become Human. And there was another one.
Undertale.
Huh?
Undertale?
Yeah, it's not the same, but I do want to play Undertale.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There was another like decision making game where I was like, ooh, that. Boy, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Like I gave up on making that a couple months ago, and I'm really glad that I and then also you guys kind of pushed me to keep going with that. I've been having a lot of fun, and it's been it was nice to get to do that. You know, like edit some stuff around and listen to how happy I used to be like 3 months ago. Well, now you make me feel bad, Lily. Leave if you gotta leave. I feel bad. Pillager / Third Eyes. Oh God. Please call us Billagers. Fine, Billagers is on the list, guys. We'll see how it feels next time. We'll see how it feels. I would like to play The Sims. I haven't played it since I played the very first one in Live and Large. I have not played it since.
Live Large?
Mm-hmm, the first expansion. I didn't even know that The Sims could like bang. That one, it really did, didn't it? I think that sneeze took all of my energy. The Village People.
Thank you, bless you.
I did say thank you, kind of. We are Villagers no matter what you say. The Villagers live on. Oh my God. You guys are amazing. Villagers confirmed. Oy vey.
They don't bang, they woohoo.
They don't bang, they woohoo. You're right, sorry. It's making love. I want to be in the village. We are self-proclaimed villagers, huh? We are descended from villagers, yeah. That's damn good Moana reference. When's the last time I thought of that? Oh, I remember now. Someone was like, oh man, like someone tried correcting me on my Mr. Universe review for Steven Universe Future because Jermaine was not David Bowie.
Yep.
And they went, actually, no, it's Toa from Moana. And I'm like, I'm going to blow your mind right now, fellow human being. That's the same person. We're still talking about the same fucking person. It cracked me up. I guess you don't need Dad's permission to identify as a villager. Maybe if you guys are really good, maybe for the holidays, I'll put villager on a beanie or a t-shirt or something. If I find a company I want to work with. I am but a poor villager. Oh God.
I don't even know
if I what?
We don't even have Sims 4 to even load anything on.
No. Who has? I would have to buy that.
I have it on my computer, but it doesn't load on it.
I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't think you're saying what you mean to say. It doesn't load, then you don't have it.
I downloaded it from Steam when it was free. Somebody offered to build a house to play in.
Oh, well, no, I would need the game first. We're the village people. Oh, you were gonna do Moana as a musical? I'm upsetting you don't get to now, but Jesus. But yeah, that's at. All right, if you guys insist on making it stick, I need to start seeing it all over the place. Sway me, everyone, dance for Grandma.
What?
It was something. Whenever you would, I used to work at Universal Studios for their horror show every year, the Horror Night stuff, and if you were an experienced scare actor, you still had to audition, but the director would call it dancing for Grandma, which is basically you just kind of prove to me that you're still a team player essentially. So he would just say, everybody go dance for Grandma. That's always what I call it when I'm like, this is a slam dunk. It's just starting to fill with villager comments. But you guys are awesome. I hope this helped just kind of make everyone's day a little better for a couple of hours. I'm sorry that I spaced on the donation thing. I apologize, guys. I hope this helped. You know, like I know it helps me just to kind of get your mind off things. You know, if the villagers work together, we can beat it. Yeah, absolutely. But no one leaves the village. This is getting intense. But I hope this helped, guys. Like, just to get everyone's mind off of things for a couple of hours. I'll figure out some time to do another one in May, at least one, if not two. Just because it's just fun to do. I'll definitely be doing a bunch of fun stuff should we hit that milestone. But I hope this helped, guys, because this really helped me. You know, it's weird. I don't know how else to describe it because this is going to sound strange, but I don't think I've been tired in weeks, and I think getting a lot of positive energy out instead of stressing about everything going on, I think I can finally just like lay down and take a nap. Like, this was really nice. We are the intense fandom that scares you. God, I hope so. I just want to hear stories of like, oh man, the villagers like completely raided C2E2 because like Bill was at a thing signing things. That'd be weird. Ew, that just gave me the weirdest thought because I remember someone when I mentioned like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be at C2E2, someone went, oh yeah, like as a meet and greet. And I'm like, no, like as a person who likes things. Oh man, that would be so weird.
Someone said if they get us to that milestone, then you have to call them.
All right, if you can get me to that milestone, should I give him a due date? No, that's too much pressure. Yeah, if we can get to that milestone, Dad will consider it. You can change your name to Villagers. This is how cults begin. I don't know what you're talking about. Drink this punch, go hang out by the pool. Instructions will follow. Did you see that Zach Baggins bought his house?
That sounds so plain out of context. What? How?
The Manson house.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Zach Baggins is insane.
Yeah.
That museum in Vegas is cool though.
It really is.
We did that to celebrate the death of our Enigma show. We went to the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out with me. I hope this helped get everyone's mind off of things. We must get the milestone for Villager to be official, correct? Yeah.
Achievement on that.
It's now an achievement on the Xbox game. Is this a cult? Thanks for checking it out, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging. Villager cult. I'm trying to think of Villager things to say too.
I never believed in the village.
I never believed in villagers until I joined them. That's why I have to wear glasses. It's because it was such an intense Bill and normal activity that it ruined my eyesight.
Exactly.
Oh man. But you guys are amazing. For those who are showing up now, I'm so sorry that I'm dipping out, but I hope you check out. I'll leave the stream up for people to watch. You guys are amazing. I just want to say thank you for all the kindness and support. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching the stuff. If you're interested in supporting the channel right now, like I said, just watch a video without skipping the ads. Watch a video about something you haven't listened to or seen yet either. Tomorrow is some Adventure Time. Next week we got Infinity Train coming, trying to establish Saturday morning cartoons with the third bill, in a sense. The Saturday animation stand series. And Tuesdays will be more trying to stand goodness. But I just want you guys to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. And I said it before, and I'll say it again now. I don't think I'd be able to handle any of the stuff life's been thrown at me without you guys just even sending me good vibes or making me feel like I'm doing something right. So I just want to say thanks, guys, and I appreciate you. And yeah, while you're being mindful of others, remember to take care of yourselves, please.